Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and today I'm going to give you your reading for the month of June 2024. So let's go ahead and get straight into your reading. I'm just going to pull one card from each one of these oracle decks, and right off the bat we have shifting. Been feeling a lot of that energy for Taurus lately. A lot of shifting energy has been happening, but it has definitely been for the better. Doors fly open has come out for you again. When the last time I used this deck for you, this card came out. So we just love this. And let's see what else we got going on for Taurus. We have decisiveness, creativity, and planning. Then we have missed opportunity. Interesting. We're going to get another one. And patience with that card. Okay. Well, we'll just see where that goes, Taurus. So I feel like either you feel like you missed an opportunity or somebody else feels like they missed an opportunity with you. You got forgiveness. And you've got childcare. Interesting. We'll kind of see where the childcare goes. Some of you could be picking up extra childcare, side jobs or something like that, or you're getting childcare so that you can go do more things for yourself. Now, because of the fact that we have an uneven pile here, I'm going to get one more of these. Wait, I always do. There we go. Bullseye. Bullseye. We love. Okay. So, I want to tell you also with these cards, surprise is on the bottom of the deck. So you can have a surprise person that comes into your life in June. It's an unexpected situation. You don't expect to hear from this person. You don't expect this person to come back into your life. But I feel like this person realizes they missed an opportunity with you. It doesn't have to be in a romantic setting. It could be in any setting, honestly. It could be a friend, family member, whatever. But I mean, there definitely does seem to be some forgiveness that's going to be occurring in the month of June. So you have the Four of Cups as your first card out. That makes a lot of sense. Then the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. I have to sneeze. Hold on. Okay, my apologies for that. Then you have the High Priestess. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, there we go. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, look at that. The Star card. The Two of Cups. The Fool card. The Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, with the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, Taurus, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I know exactly what I want to do. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, that makes perfect sense. Okay, Taurus. So I'm going to look over here first at the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands keeps coming out for Taurus. And because you have this decisiveness energy right here, for me, like I've been telling you, you've been at this fork in the road in your life, really wondering if you should take this leap of faith, if you should go ahead and make the decision to try something new in your life. Like go down a road that you have not been down before. And like it's completely new territory. It is uncharted territory. And you have been reflecting on this for the last couple of months. But I've seen a lot of growth for you, Taurus, because I've seen how initially you wanted to do something, but you were dealing with a lot of like personal restrictions, And, just like with insecurities or just wondering if it's the right decision and just kind of going back and forth and just teetering a lot, right? And I feel like the last reading that I did for you, you really started to muster up that courage to start taking action. So this kind of piggybacks a little bit off of what I've seen in terms of decisiveness, that you are going to be, you're going to make this decision in your life, or you recently have, and now you're going for it. Like, you're going for it, okay? So, yeah, so let's go ahead and get started over here. Because, like, you have the shifting energy, doors fly open, bullseye, okay? Like, you are on target. You are on the right path. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are, okay? Like, just as much as you can, keep trying to remind yourself, this is the right decision. This is the right decision. If it was the wrong decision, I would know it deep in my soul. But because you have the high priestess that shows up here, I feel like you know that this is the right decision, okay? And whatever worries you have around the situation, they are going to work themselves out, okay? Because your first card here in the recent past is the Four of Cups with the Ten of Cups. And I feel a little bit like there have been disappointments, okay? The Four of Cups can be about disappointments. It can be about rejection. There could be things that you were rejected from, okay? And it could have been from the family unit. With that Ten of Cups, it could have been in a marriage, a relationship. It could have been a community. And you felt like you were rejected, or you felt like a disappointment. You felt like, a failure, okay? You felt like a failure. And I feel like sometimes you see how this, I just bit my tongue. You see how this person's shirt has a sad face on it? And there's this Ace of Cups coming out of the sky, but this person is just not seeing it because of the sadness. So in the recent past, the sadness, the regret, the shame, the grief around losses, around missed opportunities in your life were stopping you from taking an action step that I felt knew in your soul was the right step. Like, I really felt like you knew that it was. And even I feel like for some of you, I'm getting like you did take the steps, but then maybe even started to, you know how like sometimes you take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, okay? And I feel like you could have taken the steps and then you fell back, and you kind of stood in your own way a little bit. And I don't think it was consciously. I think that it was more just all the subconscious worries, fears, stressors, etc. started to surface for you. But I feel like the Knight of Wands showing up here for me with the Ten of Cups, I feel like part of the shift happened within you around just allowing yourself to see life as an adventure, to just see opportunities as, to see like choices that you make as opportunities for growth. They're not necessarily failures or successes. They're just opportunities. There's opportunities to learn more about yourself, because what is most vital is that you are in this happy energy, that you are enjoying your life. I tell everybody all the time, life is too short to not enjoy it. Because I'm going to tell you, like, the systems that we live under that were created by the people that it benefits the most, if we just stay locked into that, monotonous daily routine, and we do not find something to feel good about, or if we do not find like some area of our life that makes us remember how beautiful life is, we are going to be miserable. We have to look at the Ace of Cups. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that the more that you shift and you focus on what brings me joy in my life, and honestly, what makes me see life as being beautiful. Because if we're focused all the time on bills, on responsibilities, on, the being a cog in the machine, I'm going to tell you, we'll be miserable. Like, you have to find something else, right? And I do feel like you did. I do feel like you did. For a lot of you, I felt like there was a desire to learn something new. Okay? I really did. Like going on a new adventure and trying something new, learning something new, learning a new skill, going back to school, things like that. Okay? So here in the present moment, which is freaking beautiful, like seriously, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So it's really interesting because the last reading that I did for you, the Ace of Wands was in the near future, I believe. Or it may have been in the opportunity. It doesn't matter. And now it's in your present moment. So I feel like a lot of you have really grabbed that wand of inspiration. You've really grabbed, or you've really taken the action steps. Like you've been really determined. Because I feel like the Ten of Cups for me has a lot of those notes of what we are conditioned to believe is happiness, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles more has the notes of like what we worked on in our own journey and what we achieved at the end of our life that we felt was successful, that we felt was important, okay? To me, this is the growth, okay? When I'm going from the Ten of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles, I see that as growth. But I see that more as personal growth, okay? So there's a change that's happened within you, okay? And I feel like this is very fortunate, honey. Like, this is so beautiful. And, Jupiter has moved into Gemini already. And so... I know, like we all thought, oh, we're gonna be so lucky with Jupiter and Taurus, but honestly, like it could have just offered you a lot of growth opportunities. Okay, it really could have. Okay, and sometimes growth is personal growth, but I feel like you've reached this point where honestly, you may even feel completely different than you did before. Like you just don't even recognize yourself because of this shifting energy. And so now I feel like doors are really going to start flying open for you because of the fact that you have solidified what is most important and valuable to you, okay? Now, for some of you, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Pentacles can literally mean that there is something that's turning in your favor in terms of finances. It can be inheritances, other people's money, tax refunds, etc., that could be coming to you. I feel like it might be a little late for the tax refunds, but I really don't know. I always do mine at the very beginning of the year, but I feel like, for some people, if they wait till April, maybe they're coming in June. But in any case, I feel like something is really going to be quite fortunate for you, or already has started to. Something has really worked out for you that you did not think was going to work out for you. You reached for something in your life, and I feel like you were very scared that you would be rejected, that it wouldn't work out, and turns out that it has worked out, or it is going to be working out in the very near future, like the very near future, okay? So, because the Ace of Wands, to me, it tells me that you took control of that wand. You took control of that action, of that motivation, of that drive and the determination. You took control of it. You changed the course of your own destiny. And honestly, Taurus, that is something to be so immensely proud of. Because, like, you have the Star card in the middle of your reading. Like, the Star card is just like the illumination of hope and dreams and fulfillment and being in alignment with your North Star and being on the right path. And there's just so much beauty in the Star card. It's being connected to the world of the spirit, of your spirit self, your soul self, your higher self, right? And also being very much like planted here on the earth, really just finding that combination of all these beautiful energies that makes you feel whole, makes you feel one, makes you feel at peace. Okay? So in the near future, look at this. You have the Nine of Cups, the Star card, and the Five of Wands. I will get a couple of cards here on the Five of Wands though, but these are about your dreams and wishes. Your dreams and wishes are starting to come true. They will be coming true. They will be coming true in the month of June. They will. Tell me about this 5 of Wands, please, Spirit. The Chariot. You're moving on from it. You're moving past the 5 of Wands. Yeah. You are, oh my goodness, look, Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Get ready to just feel so alive. And I feel like you've already been experiencing that, Taurus. Like, I feel like you have already been going through this process of defeat, of feeling dragged down, weighed down, like going through like a spiritual death, you know, and rebirth. Like, really, I feel like you just kind of went through this process. You went within, did some shadow work, you know, acknowledged some things, became more aware of yourself and what you needed to do for yourself. And I've been feeling like, and honestly, some of you could have been dealing with like health issues and, you know, just had to take some time for some R&R, rest and recover, you know, or heal. Okay. 'Cause you have this heal card right here too. And look, it's the number 10 too. So it's I feel like it's the end of the cycle, right? And I feel that you had to do that, and then you started to feel more yourself again, more energized again, you know, more in alignment with what you're trying to do with your own life, okay? And what you want for your life, okay? And like I said, there could have been some things that surfaced, but I feel like you very much worked through it. I feel like you did a lot of deconstructing of what you want for yourself versus what you felt like you were supposed to want for yourself. And I feel like now you have this fire that's been lit within to help you achieve these things in your life, okay? With this 9 of Cups in the Star card, this is telling me that whatever you've been wishing for and hoping for is coming to fruition for you. It really, truly is. And you're moving beyond the 5 of Wands with this Chariot card and the Ace of Wands. You are being renewed. All right. I feel like also some of you have had a really great idea. And I feel like it could be an idea that, okay, here's what I think. So I feel like you could have had a really great idea, but it could have been in a saturated market, or you've had an idea to enter a field that it's been saturated. But then whenever I look over here at these energies, I think to myself, I feel like what you did is you found a way to make it your own, or you are going to be making it your own. And I'm talking that this is mostly like I'm seeing in a career setting, right? You found a way to make it your own. And I feel like that has to do with this Star card, like your North Star. And honestly could have a little bit to do with your North Node. You know, like using the energy of whatever sign your North Node is in. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that honestly makes sense too. Because I mean, like, mine's in Gemini. And so what do? I do like I talk, like I do a lot of tarot readings and stuff like that. And, you know, I give people information, right? And so I mean, that's for me. But anyway, in any case, I feel like you have been set upon a divine mission with this Chariot card. And now I feel like you've come into a lot more willpower. Because before, I feel like you were very blocked off by the fears of things not working out. And I think that what happened is you harnessed this willpower and you decided, I'm tired of sitting around and waiting on my destiny to happen for me. I'm going to go make it. Like, I'm tired of waiting on abundance. I'm tired of waiting on luck. I'm going to go make this happen. And there could be some patience that is required. I mean, because I think that we can't control everything. But I feel like you have become very, very determined. Okay? Now I'm looking over here at this childcare energy, and you got the Fool card in reverse. And so for some of you, it could have been that it has been very difficult for you to achieve what you've been wanting to achieve because of, you know, needing to care for your children and stuff like that. For me personally, as a Taurus, now that school's out, I have a lot more time to record because I homeschool one of my children. And so, I mean, this definitely applies to me. Not all of the readings apply to me, but this does right here. So that could have applied to somebody else as well. That now that summer is here, then you have more time to be able to do what you want to do for yourself. Because I'm getting a lot of that energy for you, Taurus. Like, finally realizing that it's time to do for yourself too. Because we don't really have anything to give other people if our cup is not full. You know, and I really feel like your cup has not been full. I really feel like, yep, I'm looking over here at the bottom, like underneath that Ace of Cups. I feel like your cup has not been full. 7 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. I feel like you have been really, how do I put this? I feel like you've just been too focused on trying to conserve your energy when you have time because of the amount of things that you've had to do. And I feel like there was a spiritual purpose for that because you were working through some things. Like your subconscious was processing a lot. And so that, like I said before, with that death rebirth energy, you could have been tired a lot because you were processing and that kind of thing. And I feel like now things are really starting to open up for you. You may not even have children. That's just one message for, you know, that could be for one person, you know. But anyway, I feel like you have more vitality to do things because you have the Ace of Wands twice. And I just get the sense that you didn't have that before. You really didn't. You were processing so much on a subconscious level, and you had a lot of responsibilities that you were tending to in your life, and you just needed a lot of R&R time is what I feel. Like, I really feel that for you. Okay? So, coming up over here for your opportunity. Sorry, there was a gnat. 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Now, the 7 of Pentacles here, it's so funny. Every time I see like a gnat or a fly, I always think that they're meant to teach me patience, you know, and like intolerance, so I'm not, you know, so I don't get so frazzled around them. And here's patience right here. It's hilarious. But anyway, and the 7 of Pentacles, there's a lot of patience energy in that card. Because this person has invested their time and energy into what they have been trying to cultivate in their life. Okay? And now they are just awaiting. They're awaiting that 8th pentacle, that 9th pentacle, that 10th pentacle. Okay? So your opportunity I feel like, is to continue to invest in yourself. Could be even investing in partnerships as well. It can also be, I feel like, investing in doing something that could be beneficial to others and not just yourself. Something that could be healing for other people or help other people feel seen and understood and heard, okay? I feel like you have a lot of skills that you have to offer people. Now, you have the 8 of Wands here again, which that came out the last time the same way. Like, things start to move very quickly for you. So let's go ahead and get a few more cards there. On the 7 of Pentacles. Look at that, the 7 of Swords. Tell me about the 2 of Cups. The 8 of Pentacles. Tell me more about that, please. The 3 of Cups. So your opportunity, once again, I feel you can either do things the Seven of Swords way. And, you know, I see the Seven of Swords as kind of like the easy way out. You know, there can be a lot of strategy in that. It really depends, I feel, how the Seven of Swords comes out. You know, because in the traditional Rider-Waite, the person that's running away with the swords had a strategy. It may not have been a very good one, but it was a strategy nonetheless. It's also about taking risk, okay? There's a lot of risk because, you know, he's running and he's looking behind. Like, it's a risky situation, right? He's trying to move very quickly. But I feel like it can also be, you know, the energy of trying to just get away, like just to run away, to take the easy way out. And I feel like here with the Seven of Pentacles, keep continuing to put in the work, even if you do one little baby step at a time. Okay, in any area of your life. Could be career, could be relationships. Just keep putting in the work. Okay, don't look for the easy way out, okay, because the easy way isn't always the best way. Sometimes if you really want things in your life, you have to work for them. And you can definitely work smarter and not harder, for sure. But, you know, there are not always shortcuts to life. I don't even know if there are any real shortcuts to life. Maybe there are. I don't know. Maybe those are for like really privileged people. But I've always felt like, you know, if you want something, you gotta put in the effort for it. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean you have to work yourself to the bone. And, you know, you can also still manifest, but at the same time, even when it comes to manifestation, intentional action is a very important part of manifestations coming true. You know, if we're just sitting on our couches saying, you know, I want $1 million, well, it might not work out for you. You know, it really comes down to how much do you want it? And what are you willing to do to get it? Right? And the universe pays attention to that. The universe is like, oh, good. Like, you're doing something for yourself, and like, we want to bless you, right? Because we're here to learn and grow and evolve, not necessarily just sit here and be showered, right? So that's my belief system. But anyway, I feel like with this right here, develop important strategies for yourself. Take some risk in your life. Continue to take risk in your life, however big or small that they may be. Don't look for the easy way out. If things don't always go your way, find a way to be grateful. Okay? And I know that that's hard. Something that I have learned, okay, as a content creator, I've been doing this for like 5 years, is that there's always going to be the people who have something negative to say. And if I sit there and I just ruminate over the negative comments, I'll be miserable, right? And the best thing for me is to shift into, what am I grateful for? I am grateful for all you wonderful, beautiful commenters who have good things to say, not the people who are going to tear me down because they need to go deal with their own stuff. I try to take my attention away from that as much as I possibly can and focus on the good, the joy, the happiness, the gratitude, the fulfillment. Okay. That is what is most important. So even when you're doing your day-to-day task, you're doing your little action steps, how can you find joy in those moments? That is going to be how you're going to find this journey to be the most fulfilling, because the journey is the destination. And if we're just always sitting there in total misery, waiting to get to our end goal, then like, isn't that just kind of wasted time? You know, isn't it just so much better to just like enjoy the journey, right? And I think that that's kind of part of your opportunity as well. I'm also getting this energy of really like a relationship. There's going to be a lot of work, a lot of investment in each other. Not work, I mean like effort. Finding a way to make things work. It can also be in terms of finances as well. I am getting a lot of like happy energy that's going to be happening. But I also feel like in a relationship, so if you're in a relationship or you end up in a relationship in June, I feel like you have a lot of happiness, a lot of fulfillment, okay? But I also feel like there's going to be a need to be open and honest with each other about feelings. Now, I want to see one more thing. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. So in terms of a relationship, I feel like you both feel like you both have a lot of fears. Could be around money that you do not express with each other. Now I want to see a little bit more about that Three of Cups. The Queen of Wands. And who is this Queen of Wands? Is this part of that missed opportunity? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this same energy that's come out in your singles reading that I just did. Now, I'm feeling like it's not just for singles. I feel like it's also for people who are in a relationship. But there does seem to be a person that enters your life in the month of June. And with this missed opportunity here in your love area, and this patience, I feel like a lot of time could have gone by with this situation. And I feel like your opportunity is to be very open and honest with your person and let them know like what's going on with this other energy, this other person, that kind of thing. Okay, that's not going to be for everybody, but as I'm looking over here, I feel like over here, this is what you should focus on. I mean, what you should focus on is the High Priestess, the Fool card, and the Queen of Swords. And I gotta be honest with you, because like before I even go into that, like I have so many questions. And I think that I need to know. So I'm gonna pull some more cards. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, you guys, sorry, I just had to go into this. All right, so here's the deal. This other situation that just came up in terms of, like, if you're in a relationship with somebody, like I said, there's somebody who realizes that they missed an opportunity. All right? And I feel like a lot of patience has been required for this person to wake the F up, okay? I feel like you could intuitively know that this is coming in, like you feel it, you dream about it, you know, okay? This person wants to heal the wounds of the past, wants to bring you justice. I feel like this person is ready to give of themselves, and they just didn't before. They didn't give enough of themselves, okay? I feel like there's a realization of that. But I feel like your advice here is the Nine of Swords, which is really interesting because the Nine of Swords is over here too with the Ace of Swords. I feel like your advice is the Nine of Swords because of the fact that this person just brings you stress in your life, you know, and honestly could really trigger a lot of your flight or fight responses. And I think that you're just kind of needing to really pay attention to how this person's presence makes you feel. You know, what's going on in your body. Really listen. You know, if you become increasingly anxious around this person, you struggle to sleep, you struggle to eat, things like that, it's a really good indicator that it's time to get away from this situation, okay? Because somebody does want your forgiveness, Taurus. Somebody really wants your forgiveness. Now, again, this might not even necessarily be in a romantic setting. Like I said before, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, that kind of thing. But I feel like, you know, if it's a friend or a family member with that Nine of Swords, it could also be that, you know, you need answers and you need to see changes in them if you're going to let them back in your life. Okay? Yeah. So for a lot of you, it definitely could be a friend, could be a fire sign, honestly, because that Queen of Wands, which is Aries. But, you know, I'm definitely seeing that you have an opportunity to heal partnerships with people of any type. Like I said, could be romantic, past lover, friend, family. I feel like in terms of a past lover, you know, just kind of keep your eyes open, because I feel like they could definitely have the potential to just bring the same amount of stress that they always do. And let's see here. I feel like when it comes to any of them, whether it's friends, family, ex-lover, you just need to make sure you're getting the truth. Like, you want the honest truth. Why do you do this? You know, I need more integrity from you. I need you to honor me and value me the way that I know that I deserve to be honored and valued, and the way that I honor and value you. And if you cannot bring that to my life and you're just going to bring me stress, then I don't know if I want anything to do with this. And I feel like that's something that you need to say to them. Okay? You got to get to the truth of the matter. All right? Because I do feel, Taurus, that you want justice with this person. And so with your focus here being your high priestess, I feel like it's going to be really important to tune into your intuition. Like I said, pay attention to how you feel in the presence of this person or these individuals, okay? I feel like you do have an opportunity. You have the Fool card next to the missed opportunity. So you have an opportunity to start over if the conditions are right. But because of the fact that the Queen of Swords is here, do not take any BS from this person. Like, make sure that you're cutting through all of the BS that they may be bringing. Really listen to your intuition. If you feel like it's just total bull, then they gotta go. You know, and you may have to make some hard decisions about this person. And you honestly may not want to, but you may have to. Okay? Now, I'm looking over here at this creativity and planning, and I feel like you're going to be in a lot of creation mode for sure. Okay, and because of the creation mode, I feel like these seeds that you have been sowing for the month of May and even April are really going to start blooming and blossoming for you. I feel like you are going to have so much restored faith in the month of June. I cannot even stress that enough. Yeah, the star card is clarified by the star. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Tell me a little bit more about this energy right over here. Interesting. So I am also getting another message here. Like I said, for some of you, you could be picking up, like, watching some children for friends this summer to make a little bit more money. But additionally, I get 3 messages from this. Like, it could be having children around has been blocking you from your freedom, but I do feel like you find a little bit more freedom, okay, to do the things that you need to do for yourself, which all parents need to do that, right? Like, we have to take care of our own house too, right? But so there's like 3 situations, and then the other situation is that you may like pick up something extra to be able to afford, like, childcare, that kind of thing. But either way, I feel like with this Page of Swords, I feel like you find the right information that you need for yourself in order to achieve whatever you're needing to achieve. Like I said, if you're picking up babysitting, if you're finding additional childcare, etc., etc., I feel like you do find what you need. Okay, so I also feel like some people, all right, are going to be moving with the Tower card, the World card, and the 4 of Wands. And I think that there could have also been something about your current living situation that could have created blockages for you in terms of the abundance that you're trying to create for yourself, all right? But because you have the 9 of Cups here, I do feel like you find a very fulfilling situation, something that's going to work for you, something that, you know, turns this Fool card around. Okay? Now, Doors Fly Open and Bullseye. Let's get a few more cards on that for you. Oh. So you do have the 10 of Swords that has come out in reverse. You have the King of Swords come out with the 9 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Cups. Wow, that's been quite a process. And so I feel like the doors flying open, you're getting out of a bad situation. The Bullseye is here to tell you that this is the right path. Okay, this could be career, home life, just situations. But you're getting out of a bad situation. With the 9 of Swords, I do feel like, you know how when we go through some pretty major changes in your life, you have increased anxiety for a period of time, okay? Because you're just trying to get acclimated to your environment. You're just adjusting, right? Okay, but I feel like the King of Swords here with the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like you find some balance. You just need to focus on, like, not focusing on your emotions about a situation, okay? Really just focusing on being logical. What do I need to do? What needs to be taken care of? You know, just structure yourself around this change in your life, all right? Try to be as structured as possible around this change, okay, that is occurring. Like, have a plan of action and stick to it, right? Because I feel like with the 9 of Cups coming out again, on the other side of this, you reach this energy that we've been talking about, like it coming up in your near future. You reach this fulfilling, happy energy. Your faith is restored. You're feeling good. You're feeling renewed. You're feeling in alignment with where you're supposed to go. Like, everything I feel like does start to work out for you. You have been just going through a massive shift in your life, okay? And because you've been going through a massive shift for yourself, okay, on a spiritual, emotional, mental level, you are also seeing it unfold, like these major shifts happening in your environment, okay? Your job, your family life, your relationships, your or even changing careers, changing homes. Like, there's a lot of external changes that are also going to be happening for you in your life because you feel like a different person. So the universe is plucking you into a new area of your life that is more in alignment with the new version of you, okay? But there is an increased anxiety period because of you know, the stressors around this. You know, it's kind of like, okay, so say for instance, like I have a lot of plants, and sometimes whenever you repot a plant, it kind of like some of the leaves start to turn yellow at first, and then it flourishes. You know, it's like it tries to acclimate to its environment, and you know, it doesn't always, like, some plants do not like to be moved. Okay, like they really don't. Like they like to stay still, but they start to outgrow their pots, you know, and so you have to put them in something bigger. Like you have to do something, and they don't always like to do that. So at first they kind of get a little stressed out. Some of their leaves start to fall off, etc., etc. And, you know, and then you just keep tending to them, giving them all that TLC, you know, and then they start to flourish again. Okay. That's kind of what I feel like is you're going to be experiencing. Because you see this tornado, okay, like to me, there are a lot of shifts that are going to be happening in your life. Unexpected shifts even. But just know, like with this bullseye energy, the star energy twice, like you're 100% on the right path. Like do not ever for a second think that you're not. Like this is what you're supposed to do. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Pentacles. Like this is what you're supposed to do. You have to just keep trusting yourself and your ability to make good decisions for yourself. Trusting that inner voice. Keep doing your due diligence. Keep focusing on your strategies. Keep focusing on the journey. It's about the journey, not the destination, you know, and working through your partnerships in your life even. Like, I don't know why I just looked at that card and I thought that, you know, and it could be allowing people to help you as well. In this forward movement that's happening, lots of forward movement is happening in your life, Taurus. Like, it's absolutely astounding. So let's go ahead and get you a couple closing oracle messages. All right, I want to get you a lucky card for June. You have the Ankh symbol. Okay, that's gorgeous. All right. Okay, so then, all right, this is gorgeous. I wanted to just go ahead and get some career cards too for you really fast. And look, I feel like, look, it says, avoid giving too much of yourself while neglecting your own needs. And I feel like I said, it could be children, it could be family, it doesn't have to be children, it could be anybody. Like, you just give so much of yourself, okay? And you have been neglecting yourself. And I feel like now you have the time, or you will have the time to really start focusing more on yourself. You'll have more energy, more vitality, more freedom, okay? There also, this says right here, the only thing holding you back is your inability to speak your truth, all right? And I feel like this is about getting your message heard, speaking up, letting people hear you, letting people see you, and just be your most authentic self, because you have the growing up energy, stepping into your own power and embracing this destiny and this change for the better in your life, okay? You are in alignment with this. And if you're not quite, you will be in June. Be in alignment with this glowing, beautiful energy. Because the Ankh is the symbol of life. It says, the Ankh was one of the most treasured and luckiest Egyptian symbols and represents the key of life. It was often worn as an amulet and appears on the walls of many burial chambers with deities such as Osiris, god of the underworld, and Mot, goddess of truth, holding it. Due to the fact that it looked like a key, it was believed to provide access to the afterlife. It can be made from metal, precious stones, or wood. So, the key, access to the afterlife. All right, access to a new life. What is the afterlife? It's a new life. That's what it is, right? It's nothing ever, everything, every time something ends, something begins. Like nothing really ever ends, right? And so you have the key to open up these doors to your new life. This was destiny. You are in alignment with this. This is meant to work out for you. Okay? So allow it to unfold. Allow yourself to receive it. Okay? So that is what I have for you. I hope that this helps you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.